Robbie here. Don't forget to join us for the Weekend Roundup live on Monday the 3rd of June at Tocker Social at the O2. And you can come along and try and cook us. But you ain't gonna wanna cook me, because I'm gonna be cooking Abby, Matisse, Flex, and that AGT and his stats are getting it as well. You do not wanna miss this. Come along, you can join the fun, you can play football with us, watch the England game, which is also gonna be taking place on the night, and it's gonna be massive. So get your tickets right now by clicking the link in the description. The tickets are selling fast, so don't waste no time. Join us for the Weekend Roundup live, Monday the 3rd of June at Tocker Social.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you gotta talk to these Arsenal fans, you know what I'm saying? Arsenal lost.
That's right, they
lost.
All right, and welcome along to the weekend preview. We are coming for you live from the SoccerX conference over here in the Netherlands, here at Ajax's ground, the Johan Cruyff Arena. Wow. And we've got the full crew here. We've got Matisse, AGT, the beautiful Abby Summers, and Flex in the building as well. And of course, just before we get into it,
the FA Cup winner.
The FA Cup winner.
We've seen
Flex.
you since then.
I couldn't bring it on the plane, but we'd still refer to me as FA Cup winner.
Last season that was.
I know.
Just to let you know, if you want to enjoy more of us, including him talking about the FA Cup win, that might put you off coming.
For sure.
Right?
And the FA Cup will be there in person.
And you want to cook us at all.
If there's any United fans who want to take a picture with the cup.
Why did we get him on that flight today?
This guy.
Why?
Yeah, make sure you come. Carry on, Robbie. Cup will be there.
Tocker Social Monday, right? We're going to be down there. We're doing the show live. So if you want to be part of the show, make sure you come down there on the night, 3rd of June. We're going to be doing it live at the Tocker Social. That is in the O2 Arena. Make sure you come and join us. Tickets still on sale, so make sure you get your ticket right now. And also, don't forget to check out some of our great interviews that we've been doing over here. My man at AGT interviewed the president of La Liga speaking Spanish. They've been telling us for a long time he can speak Spanish. I thought he was lying. We actually put him to the test. And
wait, we haven't done
we haven't heard it
back
yet.
Get
AI on that.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he actually delivered.
We don't know what he's
saying.
And you've also got to see a brilliant interview with Dutch legend Ronald de Boer, especially the part when he cooks Abby. Right?
Yeah,
where Abby was trying to talk about how Tottenham came here and beat Ajax. And he ended up cooking it.
Listen, it's just another day in paradise. I just get cooked everywhere I go.
Big talking to big Champions League winner, you know. Big man got bare trophies that about trophies.
I did get to ask him about Eric Ten Hag. I did Flex's job for him.
And Guillaume Balaguer as well.
Guillaume Balaguer as well. We did some great interviews over here. But, of course, we've got to preview the one big game that's going on this weekend. And that, of course, is the Champions League final. It's not going to be taking place here. It's going to be taking place in the UK at Wembley Stadium. It is Real Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund. I was chatting earlier on to an official for Borussia Dortmund who's here. He's sounding pretty confident, thinking that, you know, maybe the underdogs could get through. So we're going to discuss that. Just before we do that, actually, you was talking to Ronald de Boer a lot about Eric Ten Hag.
Well, Abby was.
And yes. I don't want you to give away too much, but it was interesting some of the things he was saying, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Go on, you answer this one.
Can I? Maybe, no? All right, I'll do it, yeah.
So sorry.
No, it was interesting to hear what he said. No spoiler or spoiler alert kind of thing, but he was just suggesting that he thinks that, you know, he should be given more time. And I drew a parallel of like when some of the things that Ten Hag's going through now, where people say about the character, sometimes where he speaks, the charisma, personality. He said that he actually felt that about him when he came here because he's from a different part of Holland. He's from like the countryside, and the way he speaks and the way he is. He said a lot of fans here were like, "Oh, what's this guy know about X or Y?" And he goes, "I've seen it with my own eyes. He's meticulous. He's dedicated to his work. It's not true that he like doesn't have any clue tactically about football. It's just not true. He's having a bad time. He's having a bad time this season. He had a good season the season before, and everyone was lauding him. Everyone was lauding him when." And obviously Frank de Boer's attached Ronald de Boer's attached to Ajax, and he says on the run that we had on the Champions League run, everyone was singing his praises and stuff like that, and you know that's why he's a good manager. So he believes he should get more time.
I'd love him to sign a 10-year contract, personally.
You're getting your own Dutch manager.
Well, yeah, talking about that.
Worry about your own slot machine, mate.
We are
here. You know what I mean?
A couple of gunshots fired.
That's what I'm saying. You're getting your own Dutch ball manager. What's he done? He's only won a few things in Holland. Now you're getting your own.
In fairness to Eric Ten Hag, he's won a trophy the last 5 years in a row, no? So But
your manager?
So was Arne Slot.
We did knock him out here.
Listen,
Arne Slot, I mean, we are over here
Yeah.
in the Netherlands, and Arne Slot, you know, is going to be taking over at Liverpool next season. He's from here as well. Have you had a chance to chat to people here about what he's like?
Yeah, I have. I mean, you can't really mention Feyenoord too loud around these parts because they're big rivals.
Get licked,
right?
bro.
But I was talking to a lady before, and she said that, you know, they're really proud of him for making the move. You know, in England, we would say, you're not having my manager. I'm not wishing him good luck at his next club. I've spoken to many Feyenoord fans in the last week, and they're like proud that their guy is going for this big job, which shows you the kind of culture in Dutch football.
And they should put a banner out when he was leaving saying, "You'll never walk alone."
Yeah, that's the thing.
Crazy.
And the Feyenoord fans were singing "You Never Walk Alone" in his last moments as manager there. Listen, it's the unknown for Liverpool. What I've heard is in the last week he's been staying in a nice hotel in Liverpool, the Titanic. He's been going to pubs. Me and Doyle did
Titanic.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it doesn't sink. You know what I mean? But me and Doyle,
That's not a very good omen, is it?
it's a nice hotel, to be fair. It's where the players stay. And me and Doyle were speaking about it. The first thing we think he's got to do is connect with the fans. How do you do that? You interact. You go to a pub. It sounds silly, but you get No, there's no fist pumps. Not yet, anyway. So listen, his first day of duty is June the 1st, which is Saturday. So, you know, he's comforting himself within the city. He's getting used to the city, and I don't know what's going to happen. I wish I could sit here and predict, you know, third and a trophy, second title charge. I don't know. We're into the unknown. But what I can say is I've not heard a bad thing said about him, Robbie, from Dutch football fans or Arne Slot.
Yep.
You know,
And I know
fans.
you was interviewing Guillaume Balaguer. Very interestingly, another manager. I mean, put your hands up here if you've got your same manager from last year. You know what I mean? It's just me and you had any of it. You know what I mean? Like,
That's rare.
new
coming
manager
from
for
me.
you as well.
Another bald man. You know what I'm saying?
Join the club.
Disciple.
Welcome.
Common.
Enzo Maresca.
Welcome.
Well, it's meant to be a blend of Pep and Arteta. Do you know what I mean?
You having it now? Because the other day you looked depressed on Monday
Well,
when you got the news. Are you
wouldn't say
feeling it
depressed,
now?
I'd say startled.
You were more than startled.
Rub it in the headlight.
Definitely caught off guard.
You were more than startled, mate. You was like,
No, do you know what it is? Like, at some point, it becomes your normality. You know, like I said, I don't know him particularly well, apart from the research that a lot of Chelsea fans are doing right now on Leicester's season. But you can only take so much from it because he's now going to be dealing with a higher quality and a higher caliber of player. So he's going to rise, hopefully, and bring his tactics to that level and get the best out of some of our key players that we didn't really see the best of last season, particularly Enzo Fernandez, who's going to come back from injury next season. He was always one of the guys, kind of the crown jewel in the midfield. You have to get the best out of him. It's not really an option when you pay that money. So we want to see that. So I'm looking forward to it because, you know, I think the natural emotion as a football fan, when something new is starting, you have to be somewhat optimistic about it. There's no point going in, you know, pessimistic. He could surprise everyone and actually turn out to be really, really good if he copes with all the intangibles. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
when I was chatting to the Dortmund guy earlier on, he was saying, he goes, I can't believe Chelsea let us have Ian Matson.
Yeah,
Because he said it
You're
had
a
a
big
brilliant
fan of him, right?
season.
I'm a massive fan of Ian Matson, man. You know, he's obviously
Had a brilliant
he's
season.
Dutch, you know, as we're in Holland, and he's missed out on the national team, which really shocked me as well. Somehow
Yeah.
he's been
How's that
left
happen?
out.
When Frank Ronald de Boer was saying, when he said the options, I keep calling him Frank, it's the brothers. When Ronald de Boer was saying, he was saying like, well, they do actually have options. They've got Van der Ven who can play there. They've got Ake. They've got there's someone Daily Blind's still there.
Daily Blind.
Yeah,
He's like 40.
don't matter, mate.
though, innit?
And he's got a pacemaker as well, but he's still sick.
Yeah. But I think Ian Matson's unlucky to miss
Yeah,
out.
very,
I would love
very.
to keep
Definitely.
him, but it's more than likely he'll end up in Germany. Obviously, Vincent Kompany's managing Bayern.
Yeah.
He used to manage him at Burnley. It makes sense. They'll pay the money.
Of course, it's transfer season right now. Busy time. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Because Tottenham have made a signing, right?
Oh yeah.
Timo Werner
Why did I clap?
on another year's loan. Now, remember when all the Tottenham fans
Big
said
up
they don't
Daniel
care about the Champions League? And by the way, this was a great moment in your
Listen, I
Champions
mean,
League.
if we can do a close-up, right? So this up here, just the best night of my life, right? So I just want to have my moment. I haven't been
best
back
night of
here.
your life.
Yeah, there's not many to choose
Yeah,
from.
that's it, bro.
Okay?
No confetti at the end.
Listen,
A
like
semi-final.
this is the
Final
first
was
time I've
the
been
best
back
night of my
here.
life.
5 years later, in that away end, right up there, front row. Okay, Lucas Moura down this end. I mean, it was over and done at half time, and there I was thinking, oh my goodness, this is so bad. And then 1 goes in, 2 goes in. 90+4, this stadium should be renamed. The 90+4 Lucas Moura
You've come
Stadium.
to an institution of
4
football and
Champions
asking
Leagues
them
they've
to
won,
check.
Abby.
You see what I mean? That is
Best night of my life. The
absolutely
scenes, the limbs.
Arena.
the Johan Cruyff
The
Arena.
Lucas Mora,
That's so
90
disrespectful
plus
to Johan
4.
More
Cruyff.
greats than you can count.
You
and she's
are-
talking about a 94th minute winner, which led to nothing.
And what did it mean in the end?
Nothing.
Who won in the final?
I can't believe you said. How dare you? How dare you? This is the mecca of
That's
European
actually
football.
quite
Do you know how
That's
mad that
actually
is?
rude.
You're gonna get cooked. No, that is a
What's
bad
new?
one.
What's new?
No, but this is a
Coffee
bad
shops.
one.
I mean, to be
Big
fair,
Johan Cruyff Arena.
yeah, cool. But in my eyes and
It's
in my
called the
mind,
90+4
it's the
stadium.
Lucas Moura 90 plus 4 stadium.
I don't know about
Timo
advertising
Timo
Werner.
Werner.
Timo Werner.
Name it
And then to
right.
the present day.
The president,
As
Timo
I said,
Werner,
you know what
here
I
we
mean,
go.
a lot of
That's
Tottenham
bad.
fans were happy that he didn't make the Champions League because, you know, winning that game
Yeah.
against City would have. But the consequences of not making the Champions League is that you can't go in
It's
and
Timo
buy
Werner.
them real top line players,
That's your present.
which
Right.
means that instead you do things like take Timo Werner
Can I
on
just
another
say one
year's
thing?
loan.
Can I
Are
just say-
you happy with that?
Can I say one thing? We would have signed Timo Werner
You
whether
can't
or
say
not
that.
we were in the Champions
You can't
League.
say that.
I can because I know my chairman.
probably
I
would have,
know
actually.
my board. Right? Honestly, look, Timo actually has not been that bad since coming in. Like, I will give him that. He's not actually been that bad.
It's
Did
on
I,
the cheap, though.
did I want to sign him on another loan? No. But that just shows you the ambition of the club, in my
But
opinion.
if you'd have been in the Champions League,
I'm
you'd have had
wrong.
more money available, and you could have went out there and seeked
Robbie, you don't
better
understand how my
players.
club works.
However,
You don't understand how my club
paid for
works.
Timo Werner.
you could have paid for Timo Werner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
They would have
Instead
sent
of
him on a
taking him
3-year
on loan.
deal instead of just an extension
Honestly,
of the
I
loan.
promise you now, we would have signed him regardless. Would have signed him regardless.
So you're not
I
happy
think
with
he's a
it?
magnificent.
It's not that I'm not. I mean, it's just a very Tottenham signing. Like, it's just. It is what it is. I need a striker. I need another 6. So let's talk when I
You
see
used to
some
play up
actual
front. Play him
movements.
up front.
Can we move on?
No, this is the topic. We've got to talk about, you know,
What do you want? What else do you
Ange
want
had a
to
good
say?
first season, you know,
Oh,
looking
we-
to kick
we
on.
talked about
3 or
Ange.
4 years
No,
ago,
I'm
he
saying
was
so
one
the
of
club
leading
wants to
goal
kick
scorers
on.
in the
Timo
Bundesliga.
Werner.
Yeah.
Why'd you get rid
How
of him
long
then?
ago?
You
He scored at
need.
your stadium. Do you remember?
Yeah,
Outside the Champions League.
you needed a striker. Why'd you get rid of him then?
Well, because
If you want to play him up front.
we're on to bigger and better things. We're in the conference
Are you
league now.
on to bigger, bigger and better things?
Yeah, taking
Okay.
conference calls.
Conference
Network.
call.
Did you see? Did you get a chance to see the final last night?
Yes.
Conference League final.
Well,
Olympiacos
saw
winning
the,
1-0.
I saw the aftermath whilst dashing to crazy flight times and whatnot. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It was crazy.
We'll
But I
touch
saw-
on that, by
I
the
saw
way.
It was a 0-0. It wasn't the greatest game, but I saw Olympiacos fans what it meant to them afterwards. They literally just
First ever trophy for a Greek team.
yeah.
In
They
Europe.
Big up.
They destroyed the streets. It
Apart
was,
from Greece.
Apart from the
Yeah,
actual
yeah.
Euros.
Actual Greece, yeah.
flares up in the air.
They skipped everything,
Greek
so
fans
we'll
very
just win
passionate.
everything.
So when they turn up, they
Thing is about it, right? Thing is about it. That's 2 years in a row that we've seen teams win it, and
Already
it's meant.
Roma.
Yeah, it's meant
Yeah, Roma's
everything.
got a tattoo.
Yeah, Roma. It meant everything to them when
Yeah.
they won that. You saw last year with West Ham. It meant everything to them, and then this year.
Depends who it is, though,
Olympiacos.
innit?
So, are we
It does.
looking down too much?
Nah,
on
we're
that?
not.
I think so.
Nah,
Next year,
don't
when
listen
we
to him.
win
Don't
that-
listen to him.
He's a
Don't.
disgrace and a
Agenda.
cheat.
Don't.
You are a disgrace. And actually, if you don't win that competition,
Why are you
actually,
you seem so angry.
actually,
I feel I smell
do
a
you
bet
think
coming on here.
you're gonna win it?
What do you can't believe?
Oh, bet.
What, you
Bet.
must?
No, it's too
Bet.
early.
You must?
You must.
No, regardless of before any
still haven't paid
transfer.
the young.
Yeah, neither of
Matisse,
you
winning
paid
that
me.
easily, though, man.
Before any transfer dealings have been done with
Yeah,
Chelsea
of
squad
course.
as it,
What do you can't
must
believe?
you win the Conference League?
Of course.
And will you?
At least.
We must.
How much you want to put on it?
Let's enjoy the show.
Oh.
Let's enjoy the show.
We'll be back. We'll circle back.
Robbie, a
We'll be
quick
back.
stat on the Olympiacos manager. He's only managed 15 games in Europe and he's won 2 European trophies. I think last year the Europa League winners were, I can't remember, he won it with them and then won it with Olympiacos last night. 15
Europa
games
League
in
last
Europe
year?
and 2 trophies.
Nah,
That's
it's
some
crazy.
ratio.
And
That.
I tell you what, you got to say, you know, they did it hard. They beat Aston Villa in the semi-final
They
as well,
deserve
pretty
to win it.
comprehensively over the 2 legs. So
We got knocked
they're a
out.
good side there.
We've had some really
Vice versa.
interesting European campaigns with the
Yeah.
Champions League, Europa. There's been some really cool stories.
Yeah, well,
to
actually,
come out of
you
it.
know, what, that's what I want to ask you guys because obviously, at Wembley on the weekend on Saturday, as a matter of fact, it's a Champions League final, the ultimate one, the big one. We're going to be doing a watch along for it here on DR Sports. But do Borussia Dortmund have a chance? Because you actually look at like all the finals that have happened recently, the underdog has won it. Manchester United last week beating Man City. Nobody really gave them a chance before that. They won that. You had Atalanta beaten by Leverkusen, who were
Kids
unbeaten.
beating Chelsea in the final.
Yeah.
So
It's expected, though, isn't it? It's posh
kids.
percent.
You know what I mean? Even last night, I think Fiorentina were the favourites to win that over Olympiacos, right? Could Borussia Dortmund pull off a shock?
I'd love them to.
In
I'll be
what do you
honest.
guys think?
I think when you look at their last final at Wembley again, by the way, Klopp and was it who was their manager at the
Tuchel.
time? Yeah, no, in 2013.
Oh,
Hansi Flick.
No, it was the Omar hits.
Hitzfeld.
Yes, that guy. They lost 1-0 and they've got a curse to kind of undo at Wembley. Listen, I've been there, Rob. I've seen my team lose 2 Champions League finals against Real Madrid in the last 5 years. And as much as you want, and at this stage I do want Borussia Dortmund to win just to throw things around a bit, I just think in a final you cannot back them off. You can't write Real Madrid off. Even if it's 89 minutes, 1-0 to Dortmund, I'd still back Madrid. They don't die. Yeah. And you know, the added incentive of Jude playing against his old club, maybe there's a bit of emotion that plays into his hands the wrong way. But I'm pretty sure that most people would like Dortmund to win just to have another name in the mix. Real Madrid are looking for their 15th title. Like, that is ridiculous. We were speaking to Javier Tebas earlier and he said Madrid, they'll win.
Yeah, of course.
Like, you know how people out in La Liga, they just know it's a formality. Madrid in a final.
Formality.
Guillaume Balaguer said they've won 10 of the last 10 finals. So
Yeah,
how can you back the other? How can you not back
When was the
them?
last time we saw them pick up a runners-up medal? Like, really?
This doesn't happen.
For me, I can't look further than Madrid. Especially when you look at players like Vinny this season, how like decisive he's been, playing with Rodrigo, both on the same flank and just scoring these winners. He's become their main player, their big game player. He's really taken the mantle since those days of Benzema saying he's playing against us to now he's very much playing for them. And it's doing very well.
Mad.
So I can't really look past Madrid. I've always said that you have to respect Madrid, even earlier on in the stage of the Champions League where people are like, they've got Joselu up front, it's not really the same Madrid, they don't play very well. I've seen Madrid not deserve to go through tyres after tyres in previous campaigns, PSG, and they just always come back. Benzema, someone will always turn up. Yeah, I'd love Dortmund to win it because I know if Dortmund win it, it means more to them. I don't want to do the Klopp thing or Liverpool thing.
So
it means
now
more.
now we can use that.
It means more.
When I say it, I get ruined.
And in terms of doing it for Klopp, I know Klopp would love Dortmund to win the Champions League.
He'll be there.
It's nice for someone to do it for Klopp.
What's this? Sorry. What?
What's
that?
Because it's
What's
been nice
that
for
about?
Klopp.
They didn't, you know. So
Against you, we did. What do you mean?
What's this
With
weird?
academy
This is
graduates.
weird.
No,
Our kids had school the next day and we still beat them.
Yeah, you did. But
Yeah,
I just
it's
told
like brotherly
because
love,
it might be
like,
life for
we're
Klopp.
picking
Idiot
up
thing.
EMA
I don't
and
care
that.
Why do
about
you
that.
care?
Who cares
Where's that
about?
come from?
Klopp to have a good farewell.
He's had it.
Actually, is this under?
This is
Get that on the socials. Get that on the socials. I don't know. I'm
You're
not
evil,
opposite.
you know. You're an evil guy, you know what I mean?
These lot don't get it.
I like the fact that
No one knows what I'm doing.
maybe someone else can win it a bit, like
Yeah.
like the Jadon Sancho thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love him to
Would
win
you?
it. Yeah, of course. His price goes high, we get more money
will
for
you
him.
owe him an apology if he wins it?
No, his price will go high, we get more
Yeah,
money for
that's
him.
as
No, but
You're actually
would you
shaming.
No, I
Ten Hag actually
actually-
owe him an apology if he won the
he
Champions
wouldn't.
League?
Sorry, huh?
Would he have made a massive mistake?
Sorry, guys, huh?
No.
Why? That could have been the difference if you finish in 8th or maybe
Ten Hag wants an apology.
7th. I don't know.
You have to remember.
Like, of course it's not an apology. Why? Why would
If I
it be
was
an
Sancho, I'd
apology?
be turning up at
It's good for
Carrington and be
him.
Bosh, there's my
But
win."
But at the time when you did something,
Yeah.
because you took acceptance of what happened, you dealt with it the wrong way, and you had to apologise, get back in the team, and you didn't do it. So what you did is for you said that I'm going to sit off on that and I'm off, and then for us we obviously were rubbish without him, and then won the cup
Can I
against
say
the best team in the land without Jadon Sancho.
If he wins
because there'll be no more Man United without Jadon Sancho.
If he
What will
wins
we
the
do?
Champions League because he didn't apologise, because
That's
that's what it comes down
That's
to.
a
If he
real
apologises,
bad
he
man.
Well
stays.
done.
Doesn't apologise, he wins the Champions League.
Yeah.
That is the ultimate hold that.
Yeah.
Cool, and the ultimate hold that back is Dortmund. Give us our. Where's that Dortmund representative?
money like
Give me
that.
the 45 million.
They ain't got money
How
like
do you
that.
hold that?
Is that it?
Well, whatever it is, yeah.
That's
That's
what
what he's
he
gonna get.
wants. How much you pay?
He paid 80,
How much you
Paid
pay?
70. Not gonna be able to get more than that.
No,
Dortmund ain't got
there's
fees
literally
like that.
no ROI.
They are
on
lowballing
that.
us on Maxson, who you could say is arguably.
Well, there you go, and if he wins that, you're gonna have to do that as well.
So they ain't gonna pay though.
Matson will say, hold that
They ain't got
to
the
you.
money.
Yeah.
They can bring the medal. I'm happy for Maxson.
Lots of
But I
hold.
want him to win it.
That
But
win.
also, I'm not. I'll have jokes on that, but honestly, I want him to do well, like as an individual, because his career's just gone like that. And it is good to see him smiling again, singing Adele on top of the table and that. I hope he does it again. I actually do. But I actually want Real Madrid to win it though. I like the fact that like it's heritage. Don Carlo gonna win it with a 15. Like, is it a fifth different team?
He's
And I
already
tell you
beat us
what,
in the finals.
and I tell you what, there's too much thing of like, oh, it's just boring. No, it's heritage. They are just the top Don Dadders of the thing. Like, just because you've got licks off them or you've got, no, it's because they're Real Madrid. They parked their ego against Man City, found a way to win. You can never discount them. And and Jude Bellingham to complete the set, yeah, what would that be? We would have won the treble in his first season, and he got Player of the Year.
Wow.
I like that story too. Not, he didn't have half the season off because he didn't say sorry. He's been there the whole time, yeah, and done it. Jude. Oh, big up Sancho. Hope he wins.
What do I
What about
think?
you? What do you think?
I kind of feel the same way when it comes to Madrid. Like, I do love the heritage aspect. I absolutely love Jude as well. Love that. And I think to do all that, if he can win that, you know, a La Liga title, might even get a Ballon d'Or. You don't know. Like in his first season there, at that age of 20, like that is.
Then imagine he's going to win the
How long
Euros
has he
after
been
that.
24?
Yeah, then go to the Euros, like with that
Jesus.
headspace and try and, you know, lead England as well. Like, unreal. But then also I like the underdog story. I do like that. I think
Final
yeah,
Marco Reus and Cruz, their last game.
game. Yeah.
it's,
Both of them. Two
Cruz
Germans.
as well.
I
He
just,
does that.
I feel like for
Cruz, man.
that's
He has to
yeah,
get to
Tony
that.
Cruz last game, like
Hummels?
just an icon. Hummels, yeah. Like, look, there's a lot on both of these
insane.
games, but I do agree. Like, I would usually back Madrid because
You
I
buy
just,
Hummels.
I just like the heritage of it, and I think to do 15 is just absolutely mad. It's their competition, and when you have written them off, whether it's against PSG or how they played against City or whatever, like. I just think they managed to find a way, and like a team that does that, like that's your competition. But I don't really mind who's going to win it. I'm looking forward to
wanna see
experiencing
a
it.
good
I mean,
game.
you know what?
Good game.
Personally,
Yeah.
I'd
Good
like
game.
to see Dortmund win it.
Me too.
You know what it is? I love their fans. Right?
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? The
They think you
Dortmund,
never walk alone as well.
the Dortmund fans are incredible. You know what I mean? And they've been there before and they didn't win it.
Yeah.
And I'd love to see them win it for that. And do you know what? I'm not writing them off completely.
No,
either.
you can't.
I think it's going to be an interesting final because, you know, Real Madrid, I think, will come and attack. And Dortmund on the counter-attack are
Dangerous.
very, very good. They've got a lot of pace up front. Is it Adeyemi?
Adeyemi's good.
Yeah.
He's lightning quick.
Julian Brandt, good player.
Brandt,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Hannah.
Jadon Sancho, you know what I
Striker's
mean?
good as well.
They defend
Yeah,
very,
Fulham.
very well. You know,
Fulham.
with the Hummels was brilliant in that semi-final. And I don't.
Sabitz is doing bits as well.
No, they've,
Yeah.
got, they've got a team. One of yours as well.
And as I said, the
Yeah,
underdogs
well,
this
that's
year
what I
in
was gonna
these finals have turned up
Yeah.
and sprung surprises. And it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise
No,
me.
it
if
would.
they
It
surprised
would.
me.
If it gets to 90 minutes and they're lifting the trophy,
100%
you would be surprised.
I feel like it's like
It
Because it's
wouldn't
Real Madrid in the
surprise me.
final.
Madrid
They've
have
won
been
10
there.
out of 10.
Madrid
Yeah,
know
I
how
know
to
that.
win
And would
that
you go,
final.
raw, man? I can't.
Yeah.
Do you know
Like-
what it is? Can you imagine the scenes in London? German fans,
Oh.
Dortmund fans,
Everywhere.
Madness.
Well,
Yeah.
they said, and again, when I was talking to the official there from Dortmund, he said you're expecting 50,000
Mad.
Dortmund fans
Is
in
it?
London.
And that's not their
I think
allocation,
they're going
is
to be
it?
like in Hyde Park. They got
Yeah.
that's where
That's
their
not, it'll be like
area's gonna
30, innit?
So Hyde Park's going to be
Maybe
mental.
less.
You know,
Ridiculous.
it's going to be a sea of white and yellow all over London.
Carragher
This
will
is
be in
great.
the yellow wall probably
Yeah.
as he was.
Can you imagine Raul if they lose to Dortmund?
Oh. Is he on the watch along with you? Shut up.
No,
Does he get
seriously. You know how I would
I
what
think
like
so.
Raul if they lose, like they're losing to the City
I'd
thing
like
and
to
all
see
that.
him lose though for once. Yeah.
He did.
Come on.
Last year.
Yeah, not good enough.
I would be surprised. I'd be surprised if they did lose it, but I'm
Pull.
open to it. I'm
Okay.
open to seeing a good game.
All right, Abby, let's start with your predictions then for the Champions League final.
Oh,
This is horrible.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Madrid,
3-1 Real Madrid.
but I feel like maybe it'll go to extra time. Don't know.
Okay. Matisse,
I'll go 2-1 Madrid, sadly.
2-1
I love
Madrid.
Madrid.
Shameless. By the way, if there's some noise, they're preparing for an AC/DC concert here in a few
Yeah,
days.
yeah, they've been building that stage all day.
It's not
Bruce-
for us.
Bruce fully
No,
shut
hurry
Yeah.
up.
Oh, was that
Oh,
what the band
shit.
was?
Oh, they shut the roof.
The roof was open a minute
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, they shut the roof.
AC/DC. Everyone's played here. We saw Jay-Z, Ed Sheeran,
Celine Dion,
Celine Dion.
Beyonce.
Is it Taylor Swift there next week, aren't they?
Yeah, sell out. All right.
Can you get to the result now? You know what I mean? After you take
Yeah,
it
I'm
on me.
thinking, Rob.
It's in promo for
Don't rush,
AC/DC.
don't rush me. Right, 1-1, Madrid to win in extra time, but what I'm hoping for is the vice versa. I'm hoping for... Sorry, Raul. Actually, I'm not sorry. Vamos Dortmund. Yeah? Danke. Thank you.
I'm gonna predict tight. Yeah, extra time win for Madrid. 3-2.
3-2. Oh, lots of goals.
Jude to score, though.
I'm going to predict
Yeah.
a tight
It's the
one.
winner.
I think I'm agreeing with you. 1-1 in normal time. I'm going to go for. Let me go for a shot, man. Go against everyone, man.
Yeah,
shot.
go on.
Dortmund, nick
Yeah,
it.
go on.
Right.
Jadon Sancho winner. Or assist. He'll get an assist. He'll get an assist. Jadon Sancho twist up couple man, lay it off to like Brandt, and then they'll score. Yeah, exactly.
Or Haller to score. Imagine that story for him.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be a great story, wouldn't it?
Jadon Sancho against
2-1 Dortmund,
Yes.
right? Dortmund, or maybe penalties.
Come on, Yellows.
Dortmund, you know, Germans
no
on penalties,
way.
right? They're immaculate, right? So they win it. But what's your guys' predictions? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget, Toca Social on Monday. We're going to be there live. We will be back, so make sure you check it out. And also, don't forget to check out all of our content around SoccerX. It's been absolutely brilliant here. So many big names, so many people from the industry in here in the Netherlands for this big show in Amsterdam. They haven't just come here for one thing.
I love it. What are you looking at?
Right, they come here for business. Right?
It's for work, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right, so listen, guys.
Clean the
No,
windows
all jokes aside, right? What do you think?
Wait, what was that?
Listen, there's a
I beg your
certain
pardon?
district where you can apply to be a window cleaner. So,
You did say that you wanted to do that.
well, I brought my
It's a long
bucket and
life
my
ambition is to clean
my
windows.
thing. No, that's a joke. Yeah, it's called satire. So,
Oh,
I
okay.
was
is it?
actually talking about the cigarettes.
oh,
So
no.
you've been trying, but
funny cigarettes.
Yeah,
those
what you
funny
been
cigarettes.
Jamaican cigarettes. You smoke.
Those Jamaican cigarettes. Yeah.
They play Bob Marley in here.
Don't worry.
Before we get cancelled, right? Let me just say, right? Check out all of our brilliant content that we're doing here at SoccerX Europe. It's been absolutely brilliant. Thanks to the organisers for giving us this space as well.
Yeah, big up.
And don't forget to subscribe to DR Sports. And we will have the Champions League final on Saturday. We're doing a big watch along to it. So make sure you join us. But thank you, Matisse.
Thanks, Robbie, for bringing us out. As well,
Thank
man.
you, Abby, Flex, Jason.
Big up, Jason.
Big up, Jason.
Big up,
Big up, Brett and
Jason.
Harvey as well.
Jason. Big up Brett and Harvey.
Wait, we haven't
Big up
even
the
told
team.
them how we got here.
was
How'd you
actually-
get
oh, no,
here?
actually
We've got to
gonna
mention this.
We've got to mention
Right,
how we
we've
got
got to say
here.
the story.
Well,
of
I
the
got here
flight.
on time.
So yesterday, I think we were due on an 8:10 flight from Luton, all of us, in the evening, yeah?
No, not me.
Not you.
Not you, you're already here, and Cecil. Big up Cecil as well. Around 4 o'clock, we get an email saying flight cancelled, right? So it's pandemonium in the WhatsApp group. Shout out Priscilla. I think she
Shout
was
out
there.
Priscilla.
Shout out Priscilla!
She actually got us.
To her.
She jumped on Skyscanner on the EasyJet chat, found us another flight in Gatwick. We all made it. Abby, Jace, me,
Just.
Matisse.
It was close.
Brett
Fleck.
and Harvey, but
Not this
Fleck
guy.
actually got here this morning, so he turned up hella angry. His actual boarding pass, he thought it was for today, it's actually for tomorrow, so they had to change that. So it's been a nightmare getting here, but we're here.
What about
now.
Betsy? What about
Oh
McDonald's?
yeah, oh Betsy. We're gonna say that. Maybe we'll say that for
No,
Monday's
go on,
live
we've
show.
gotta say
We'll say
Betsy.
that for Monday.
No, save that
Save
for
it for
Monday.
Yeah, get your
Save
tickets.
that
Get your
for
tickets,
Monday.
guys.
And
Okay.
also,
Don't wanna get cancelled.
there is a scandal brewing over here in the Netherlands, right? That maybe one person may not even be able to be allowed back, right? And it's all to do with something about going into a room that they shouldn't have went into, right? But we'll discuss that on Monday as well.
Hold
So
tight,
thanks for
Of course,
watching.
where are we going with that? Where are we going with that?
Thanks for watching.
Oh, mate.
Right, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you Monday. Talk of social.
I'm on.
Bye.